যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসে, যত ভক্ত বৃন্দাবাসে, আধিকারী দেখে নাম বিছে দ্বার কাছে। যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, যদি নাম কিনবে ভাই, আমার সঙ্গে চলো মহাজনের কাছে যায়। তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম, তুমি কিনবে কৃষ্ণ নাম। দস্তুরি লইব আমি পূর্ণ হবে কাম। দস্তুরি লইব আমি পূর্ণ হবে কাম। বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, বড় দয়াল নিত্যানন্দ, শ্রদ্ধা মাত্র লয়ে দেন পরম আনন্দ। শ্রদ্ধা মাত্র লয়ে দেন পরম আনন্দ। একবার দেখলে চোখ সে জল, একবার দেখলে চোখ সে জল। গৌর বলে নিতাই দেন সকল সম্বল। দেন শুদ্ধ কৃষ্ণ শিক্ষা, দেন শুদ্ধ কৃষ্ণ শিক্ষা। জাতি দান বিদ্যা বল না করে অপেক্ষা। আমনি ছাড়ে মায়া জাল, আমনি ছাড়ে মায়া জাল। গৃহে ঠাকো বনে ঠাকো না থাকে জঞ্জাল। গৃহে ঠাকো বনে ঠাকো না থাকে জঞ্জাল। और নাই কলির ভয়, আর নাই কলির ভয়। আচান্ডালে দেন নাম নিতাই দয়াময়। আচান্ডালে দেন নাম নিতাই দয়াময়। ভক্তি বিনোদা কি কয়, ভক্তি বিনোদা কি কয়। নিতাই চরণ বিনা আর নাহি আশ্রয়। নিতাই চরণ বিনা আর নাহি আশ্রয়। ভক্তি বিনোদা কি কয়, ভক্তি বিনোদা কি কয়। নিতাই চরণ বিনা আর নাই আশ্রয়। নিতাই চরণ বিনা আর নাহি আশ্রয়। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Balaram Purnima ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare Bol. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, Gaur Hare Bol. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, 5th chapter, the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. Sarvamatari Krishna Swayama Bhagavan, Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. Sarvamatari Krishna Swayama Bhagavan, Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. The Supreme Person of Godhead, Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balaram is his second body. एक ही स्वरूप दो हैं भिन्न मात्र काया, आद्य काय व्यूह कृष्ण लीला रसहाय. एक ही स्वरूप दो हैं भिन्न मात्र काया, आद्य काय व्यूह कृष्ण लीला रसहाय. These two personalities, Krishna and Balaram, these are two personalities of one and same. They differ only in Kaya form. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and Balaramji assists in Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. Say Krishna Navadipe Sri Chaitanya Chandra, say Balarama Sange Sri Nityananda. That same original Supreme Lord Krishna appeared in Navadip as Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. Sankarshana Karanatoya Shai, Garbhodaka Shai Cha Payobdi Shai, Shesascha Yasyamscha Kalasa Nitya, Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshan, Sheshanag, and the Vishnus who lie in Karna ocean, Garbha ocean, and ocean of milk are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. Shri Balaram Gosai Mula Sankarshana Pancharupa Dhari Karena Krishnera Sevana. Lord Balaram is the original Sankarshan. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. Apane Karena Krishna Lilara Sahaya, Shrishti Lila Karya Kare Dharichari Kaya. Lord Balaram himself helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. Shrishti Adika Seva Tara Agyara Palana, Shesha Rupe Kare Krishnera Vividha Sevana. Balaramji executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation, and in form of Lord Shesha, Balaramji serves Krishna in various ways. Balaramji is the first expansion of Krishna. He expands himself in 5 forms: Mahasankarshan, Karnadakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu, and Shesha. These 5 plenary portions are responsible for both material and spiritual cosmic manifestation. In these 5 forms, Lord Balaram assists Lord Krishna in his activities. The first of these forms are responsible for cosmic manifestation, whereas Shesha is responsible for personal service to the Lord. Shesha is called Ananta or unlimited because he assists the personal Godhead in his unlimited expansions by performing an unlimited variety of services. Shri Balaram is servitor Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda, who is the same servitor Godhead, Balaram performs same service to Lord Gauranga by constant association. Sarva Rupe Aswadaye Krishna Sevananda, say Balaram Gaura Sange Nityananda. In all the forms, Lord Nityananda, Balaram, tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. That same Balaram is Lord Nityananda, the companion of Lord Gaur Sundar. Saptama shloke rata kari chara shloke yete Nityananda tattva jani sarva loke. Okay. Krishna's 𝐂𝐻𝐈𝐍 Goswami very elaborately explains the position of Balaramji. When we read that, we understand how great is Balaram. And then when we study the pastimes, we can better appreciate the pastimes. We are conditioned souls, and sometimes our tendency is to take other person very cheaply. So when we hear Krishna and Balaram's pastimes directly, we may take them cheaply. Therefore, our Acharyas like Krishna's 𝐂𝐻𝐈𝐍 Goswami explain their position in tattva, in principle, so that we can understand the greatness. So we see Balaramji and Krishna, there is no difference between Balaram and Krishna. Only difference is in their bodily feature. Krishna is black and Balaram is white. Otherwise, as far as all opulences are concerned, as far as all power is concerned, they are same. Both are Vishnu Tattvas, both are Supreme Person of Godhead. Only Balaram is in mood of servitude, so he is called as Supreme Personality of Servitude Godhead. Balaram is source of Mula Sankarshan, who is source of entire spiritual creation. Balaram is source of Karadaksha Vishnu, Garbhadaksha Vishnu, Shirdaksha Vishnu, who are cause for all material manifestation. Can you imagine? Entire material and spiritual world is coming from Balaramji. So, Lord has three potencies: Samvit, Sandhini, and Ladini. Sandhini is existence potency. So, Balaramji is personification of that. All existence is there because of Balaramji. There is no existence without Balaramji. सर्वग अनंत विभु वैकुंठादि धाम कृष्ण कृष्ण अवतारेर ताहिनी विश्राम. The Vaikuntha regions is all pervading, infinite and supreme. It is a residence of Lord Krishna and is an incarnation. Tahara upri bhage Krishna loka khyati Dwarka Mathura Golok Trividhati Sthiti. So the highest regions of spiritual world is these three divisions: Dwarka, Mathura, and Gokul. Sarupa Rishi Gokula Vrajaloka Dhama Shri Goloko Shwetadeepa Vrindavana Nama. Shri Golok is the highest of all and is also called Vraja or Golok or Shwetadeepa and Vrindavan. Sarvagga Ananta Vibhu Krishna Tanu Sama Upari Ado Vyapiche Nahika Niyama. Like the transcendent body of Lord Krishna, Gokul is all pervading, infinite and supreme. It expands both above and below without any restriction. That abode is manifested with material world by the will of Krishna. So these abodes are also manifestations of Balaram only. So same Balaram, when he comes in along with Krishna, he performs pastimes in all different melodies. He serves Krishna in Dasyaras. He serves. He expands himself in form of all paraphernalia: Lord's shoes, Lord's jewelry, Lord's dress, Lord's weapons. Everything is nothing but expansion of Balaram. So, Lord's bed. So Balaram is serving in Shantaras in form of all paraphernalia. He is serving in Dasyaras. He is always enthusiastic to serve Lord, whatever service Lord wants. And Balaramji is also serving Krishna in Sakhyaras as an intimate friend of Krishna. He is always there with Krishna in all wonderful pastimes. And Balaramji is also having Vatsalyaras. He is also elder brother, so he has parental affection. He is always in mood of protecting Krishna. And Balaramji also participates in Madhurya Leela of Krishna. Balaramji expands himself in form of Ananga Manjari, younger sister of Radharani, and assists Krishna in conjugal pastimes. So we see Balaram is personification of service attitude. And he's always eager to serve. He's eager to serve in all different ways. And he's serving in all different rasads. And he serves in all different incarnations. Whichever incarnation Lord comes, Balaramji always comes. We see Lord Krishna came as Ram in Treta Yuga, and then Balaram came as Lakshman. Lakshman means whose only laksha, goal, is to serve Lord Ram. He has no other business. So, in that way, Balaramji is also teaching all living entities how to be focused in service to Krishna. Therefore, Balaramji is also Adi Guru, original Guru. So Lakshman, as we are hearing from His Holiness Bhakti Vasudeva Maharaj, had to do lot of difficult services. He had to do Agni Pariksha of Mother Sita. He had to banish Mother Sita. And it was very, very painful. So he thought that maybe next time when I appear, I will appear as elder brother of Krishna. So therefore Balaramji appears as elder brother of Krishna. So we see in Srimad Bhagavatam the description of Balaramji marriage. There was one king Raivat. He had a beautiful daughter and very divine daughter. So especially when parents have very qualified daughter, the parents are always anxious how to get this daughter match. So Raivat was not able to find a suitable match. So finally he went to Brahmaji, to Brahmaloka with his daughter to ask, how can I get my daughter married? Brahmaji was little busy with his some puja and other things. So King Raivat had to wait for some time. And after Brahmaji puja got over, he came to meet King Raivat. And he met and understood the matter. And Brahmaji said, now if you go back, all the kings and all the generations of yours have passed away. So you are talking about marriage. Time has flown because you waited here. But anyway, he said, now if you go below, just now Dwapariga has begun. And in the end of Dwapariga, Supreme Lord himself appears as Balaramji. So he said, Balaramji is a fit person to marry your daughter. So King Raivat very happily comes and approaches Balaram and gives his daughter Revati in marriage to Balaram. However, Revati was a personality from Satyuga. She was very tall. Balaramji was personality from Dwapariga. Compared to that, he was very short. So Balaramji thought that how I will marry such a tall girl. So immediately he took that hull and just lifted the hull and put on the head of Revati and just pulled her down and just made her matching to his size. So Balaramji hull has many functions. So this is one of the functions Balaramji's hull did, reduce the height of Revati. So this is Supreme Lord. We can't do. Can anybody do this? Increase height or decrease height? But Supreme Lord can do. So Lord's pastimes are uncommon. And we cannot imitate. Another wife of Balaramji is Varuni, the daughter of Varundev. We see when Krishna was performing, Krishna Balaram were performing pastimes in Vrindavan. Varundev very nicely instructed his daughter Varuni to go and assist Balaram in his pastimes. So she helped Balaramji in pastime. She appeared in the form of a liquid Varuni, which is like intoxicating, but it's not intoxicating. It is not a material, ordinary intoxicant. So Balaramji was very pleased, and Balaramji accepted her also as his wife. So as we are hearing, Balaramji is Adi Guru. So if you want to approach Krishna, first we have to receive mercy of Balaram. Without mercy of Balaram, we won't be able to receive mercy of Krishna. It is said that Krishna plays the flute and attracts all living entities, whereas Balaramji has the hull, which is used for plowing. So Balaram plows the heart of all living entities so that they get attracted to the flute of Krishna. So there are so many unwanted things in our heart. So Balaramji or Guru cleanses the impurities in the heart so that we develop attraction for Supreme Lord. Krishna. So Balaramji, as Adi Guru, is also very compassionate and very affectionate, even to unqualified people. We say Balaramji is one of the name is Duryodhan Guru. Duryodhan is one of the most demonic persons in Mahabharata. But still, we say Balaramji was affectionate to him also. Balaramji gave him chance. Balaramji gave him good instructions. Balaramji taught him Gada, Yudh. And Balaramji was always actually lenient, hoping that he will improve. So, he did not discard Duryodhana directly, but he gave a lot of chances. We see when Krishna's son Samba kidnapped Lakshmana, daughter of Duryodhana, there was a big issue, and all. So Samba was kidnapped further by Kauravas and all these things. So we see all Yaduvasis were very, very upset and angry. They wanted to go and fight. But Balaramji pacified everybody. He said, don't worry. I will negotiate, and without war, we'll settle the matter. So when Balaramji came at the outskirts of Hastinapur, Duryodhana and all the Kauravas, they came, received Balaram very nicely, worshipped Balaram nicely. But when Balaram said, kindly hand over Samba and Lakshmana to me, so that I can take them back to Dwarka, this Kauravas became so upset, and they spoke very harsh words. He said, what is this? You Yadus, you are like chappals, and now you are trying to sit on head. It is only because of us that you are allowed to use some royal insignia, royal paraphernalia, and all these things. But that doesn't mean that now you take undue advantage of our friendship and you think yourself as equals and all these things. So when Balaramji heard that, he became so angry. Especially he was angry because these Kauravas were taking Krishna as an ordinary person. And they were thinking that Krishna needs permission of Kauravas to use royal paraphernalia. So Balaramji just became so angry that he, with his just hull, he lifts entire Hastinapur. And he was about to throw entire Hastinapur along with all residents in Mother Ganga. So all of them immediately came back to senses, and they came running and surrendered at feet of Balaramji. So Balaramji sometimes displays his powers. And when powers are displayed, conditioned soul comes to senses. So Kauravas came to senses by seeing the power of Balaramji. And then they surrendered, and then they handed over Lakshmana and Samba to Balaramji. So we see, so sometimes Balaramji gets very angry, as our Raj Gopinath Poe elaborately discussed the pastime of Romharshana Sutta. How when Romharshana Sutta was giving Bhagavatam class and Balaramji came, he did not stand up to honor and respect Balaramji. He did not give respect to Balaramji as Supreme Person Godhead, and he was speaking the message of Supreme Person Godhead. So Balaramji thought he is just a great Dharma Dwaji, and he needs to be taught a good lesson. So with a blade of grass, he just killed this Romharshana. When Romharshana was killed, all the Brahmanas were so disturbed. They saying, oh my dear Lord Balaram, we had blessed this Brahmana to have long life, and he was supposed to speak us Bhagavad Katha, and now you have killed him. What will happen to our blessings? What will happen to our Katha? Balaramji said, if you want, I can bring him back to life. So that is Balaram. Balaramji can give life, he can take life also. So we cannot imitate. We cannot kill anyone like Balaramji, because we cannot give life back like Balaramji. But Balaramji was able to give life back also. But anyway, all sages said, Balaramji, that you are Supreme Lord, so we don't want to go against your desire. If you want to kill him, okay, fine, but do something about our blessings and about Katha. Then he said, actually, father lives through his son. So I'll transfer all the blessings of father to his son, Suta Goswami. And Suta Goswami can continue Katha. And therefore we see how Suta Goswami later on spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to all the all the Naimisharana sages. We see 12 o'clock we'll have Pushpanjali, we have 8 minutes. I'll just briefly speak about some of the demons killed by Balaramji. We know famous demon killed by Balaramji is Dhenukasur. Dhenukasur appear as a ass, donkey. Donkey is sign of, symbolizes ignorance, especially ignorance about Krishna's supreme proprietorship. So foolish people don't understand Krishna as supreme proprietor, supreme controller and supreme enjoyer. They think themselves to be proprietors, controllers and enjoyers. So this is exactly what Dhenukasur represented, and it was Balaramji who killed Dhenukasur. So it is said the Guru who destroys this ignorance of false proprietorship and controllership and enjoyership. And by mercy of Guru, one is able to understand the truth that how Krishna is supreme proprietor and we are just caretaker. How Krishna is supreme controller, we are just cooperators. How Krishna is supreme enjoyer, and we can enjoy by giving enjoyment to Krishna, by assisting Krishna in his service. So we see another demon killed by Krishna, by Balaram was Pralambasur. So Pralambasur represents gross and subtle lust, Pujala Pratishta, profit, adoration and distinction, desire for prestige, desire to be honored and worship. We see how Pralambasur came in a form of a coward friend. So these desires, subtle desires, Pujala, Pratishta, all these things, they appear like our best friends, but actually they are our real enemies. They will take us away from Krishna. We see how Pralambasur, before coming, he had done entire research, and he had understood that Krishna is very powerful. So one day when one of the coward friends was stayed back at home, this Pralambasur took a form of that coward boy and came. And when they were playing games, they divided coward boys into two parties. One was party led by Krishna, another was party led by Balaram. So Pralambasur had calculated that Krishna is very powerful. So he took side of Krishna, thinking that he will kill Balaram. And he was thinking, because Krishna is very attached to Balaram, if Balaram is killed, out of attachment for Balaram, Krishna will also become weak and die out of separation from Balaram. So when their two groups were made, there were competition, but somehow or other, Krishna's party lost the match. And Balaram's party won the match. So all Krishna and Krishna's party people had to carry Balaram and all his party people on their shoulders. This pastime took place in Bhandirvan, and they had to go towards that Bhandirvat and come back. So this Pralambasur, he took Balaramji on his shoulder and started running. And he was supposed to go towards that Bhandirvat and come back, but he started running further. Balaram was wondering what happened, why he's taking me so far. And then Balaramji understood, oh, he's a demon. So Balaramji started increasing his weight. As soon as he started increasing his weight, Pralambasur started increasing his size to sustain the weight. And that Pralambasur became so huge, his head started touching the clouds. And Balaramji became more and more heavy. And then Balaramji gave one punch to Pralambasur, and Pralambasur fell down dead. So we see Balaramji is one who killed this Pralambasur, the demon representing Pujala Pratishta. Similarly, when we remain under shelter of Guru, Guru is very expert in smashing our gross and subtle lust, our desires for puja, la, pratishtha. Mm. We see Pralambasur was taking Balaramji away from Krishna. Similarly, these desires, separatist desires, take us away from Krishna. But by mercy of Guru, those desires can be killed. We see these demons like Dhenukasur, Pralambasur, they are not killed by Krishna. They are killed by Balaram. So it is said, these demons, we have to put efforts, and especially we have to take instructions of Guru seriously. Then only these demons in our heart can be killed. Krishna is not going to kill these demons in our heart. Another personality who was killed by Balaramji is Rukmi in the marriage of Aniruddha. Krishna married Rukmini. His brother was Rukmi. Rukmi was great friends with Shishupal and Jarasandha and all the company. And Rukmi had arranged Rukmini's marriage with Shishupal. But somehow Rukmini very intelligently wrote letters to Krishna and requested Krishna to kidnap her. And Krishna kidnapped her from the marriage ceremony, and then Krishna defeated all Shishupal, Jarasan, and Rukmi and all other people. We see later on, out of affection for Rukmini, Rukmi gave his daughter in marriage to Pradyumna, Rukmini's eldest son. And later on, Pradyumna's son is Aniruddha. And Rukmini gave granddaughter of his to Aniruddha. And when there was a marriage of Aniruddha, in that marriage, when Balaramji also had come, and while having their fun time, Rukmi was playing chess with dice with Balaramji. And in that game, we see that Balaramji won. First Balaramji lost, second Balaramji lost, again Balaramji lost, but later on Balaramji won actually. And again Balaramji won. But Rukmi was saying, no, I won, And then again Balaramji won, and still Rukmi was saying, I won. So Balaramji just took his, gada and just smashed his head. And in that way, Rukmi was dead. So we see Balaramji is a transcendental personality. Sometimes he can get very angry and finish off the person. In one sense, Rukmi was a brother of Rukmini, relative of Krishna, relative of Balaram, but he finished him. Also, we see how Balaramji finished Romharshana also, because he failed to offer proper respects. And we see how Balaramji also killed Duvida Gorilla. Duvida Gorilla is a great devotee of Ram. He assisted Lord Ram in Ramayana. But this Duvida Gorilla did not respect Lakshman, and he only served Ram. And because of that, he fell in bad association. And then he became more demoniac. And there later on we see how Balaramji killed him. So whenever we disrespect Guru, then one may fall in bad association, and then there can be great misfortune in one's life. So we can, today's Balaram's appearance day, we can pray to Balaram that, oh Balaramji, Jai Shishi Nitai Gauranga Ki Jai. That the Dhenukasur, though you may have killed 5,000 years ago, still you are residing in my heart. Please kill the Dhenukasur within my heart. Oh Balaramji, you killed Pralambasur in Mandirvat, but now he has taken shelter in my heart. So please kill the Pralambasur in my heart. And we can pray to Balaramji to give us strength to serve Krishna and glorify Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Same Balaramji is coming in Kali Yuga along with Lord Chaitanya as Nityananda Prabhu. But Nityananda Prabhu is very, very merciful. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda. He is not getting angry, but he is very humble. And humbly, he is giving, distributing these holy names to everybody. So now we'll all stand up and we'll do the Pushpanjali. We'll chant verses and prayers of Balaram. Hare Krishna. श्री बलराम जयंती की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल.